welcome back to my channel. My name is Sakaela. If you are new, if you are not new, how are you doing? How have you been? So I have this, maybe my very last dedicated install video. This wig is from Lush Wig, so thank you to them for sponsoring this video. If you want to see how it is that I got this really nice blunt bob with these beautiful sexy ass baby hairs and the frontal and the everything just looking this good. So guys, this is my very last, hopefully it might go up in a different order, but my very last dedicated install. Shout out to Lush Wig for being the last one to do this with me. It's been a journey and I'm really like bittersweet but happy that this is ending. So what we finna do right now is take our 𝕬𝕐𝕬 gel and our 𝕬𝕐𝕬 spray, and we are going to lay this wig down. Now while we do this, I want to talk to you really quickly about the wig in itself. So it is was a fake scalp wig, so it had the fake scalp stuff in the inside, but as you know, I don't really like the fake scalp, so I ended up cutting that out. And one thing that I do love about the fake scalp wigs is that what ends up happening is the company bleaches the knots because they obviously want it to look as natural as possible, right? So when you cut it out, you have bleached knots. So the knots are already bleached on your wig, you don't have to worry about that at all. And it's just a nice step that you don't have to do yourself. So as much as I don't like the actual fake scalp that typically comes with these wigs, I love the fact that the lace is already bleached. And I'm just taking this comb. This comb actually came inside of the box that the wig came in, so you do get some goodies with this company, which I love to see. I will say though that it is a little bit flimsy. As you can see me using it, it's kind of just bending, but it gets the job done. I'm just using it to lay this lace down. And I do also want to add that the lace itself was a bit yellow when I put the wig on, so I don't know why that was, but I had to put a little bit of makeup on it just to really get it to match to my skin. But as you can see, she's looking, even from this, she's looking like scalp, and we ain't even laid her all the way down yet. But we're gonna skip ahead because I'm not gonna show you both sides, because again, I've done this a gajillion times on my channel. So we're just gonna get into the next step, which is just taking, as you know, if you don't know, do you see that lace? Okay, cool. But if you don't know, you want to take your elastic band. Please guys, if you are not using an elastic band in the midst of your installs, you're not doing it correctly. I reckon Tay even does it, so baby, if he doing it, you know you need to do it. So just take an elastic band and put that on your lace, and it helps you to really get your lace to be mounted. So now I'm gonna just take some water. I'm just gonna spray this down. I didn't necessarily have to do this at this point, but I just wanted to kind of get the hair started to be in some sort of a style, because obviously when you pluck your wig, especially if it's curly hair, as you brush through it, it's gonna disrupt the curl pattern. So I just wanted to kind of get it all back into one similar curl pattern. So we're just doing that. This hair though, this is some of the prettiest curl, like, I mean, obviously I've had this texture before, but I don't know what it is about this hair, but it's just so beautiful. It's so soft. It's so nice. I really enjoy this wig, and I'm really glad that I have it. I'm really glad that I have it, and I think this might be my hair for the summer. Like, this is such a beautiful wig. But yeah, what's next? We're just gonna, these clips also came with the wig, so you get these two clips in the box as well. But I'm just clipping the hair back because I'm gonna get ready to sort out these edges, which is my favorite part of any install. So, but like, look at the lace, baby, look at the lace, look at the lace. What song am I listening to right now? Hey, I think I was listening to Drake. Big fans though. There's a fucker stripper on a mink, right? Anyway, I said, before I get into the actual baby hairs, what I'm gonna do is just make sure that I like the way that my part is and where it's located, all that good stuff. As you can see, the parting space is very minimal. That's one thing that I did not quite like about this wig, is that the parting space was very small, but I digress. The lace kind of, I'm sorry for the ambulance. The lace kind of made up for that, but I do wish that it had a bit more parting space, but that's fine. So we're just gonna do some edges, and I did my edges a little bit differently this time, and it wasn't on purpose, but it just kind of came out a little bit different, and I'm kind of obsessed with how they look. I'm not really sure what I did, so I can't be like, guys, do this instead, because I really don't know what I was doing differently. But I really think it's just the amount of hair that I used was a very little amount, so it just looked a lot more natural. And I ended up not doing such a gigantic slant when I cut it just now. You saw how it was a bit more straight than how I normally do it, but it just really came out really, really nice. And I'm really, 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 really proud of this install. Like, this is one of my favorite installs that I've done thus far, I think, honestly. So I think we're gonna speed through this because, again, these things we've done 1,000,001 times, and it's really just like, how many times can we watch the killer install a wig? I can't watch myself install a wig any more times, so I apologize for putting y'all through this as much as I have, but I still love me a little frontal, I still love me a little wig, but I beg you companies, no more dedicated installs. But for the center part, because I haven't done this in a very long time, I wanted to show you guys how it is that I do the middle part. Now, I had left this hair out after I was plucking it. I had just left it forward. If you saw earlier, I had to like unravel it, or maybe I spat through it, but it was already set out after I plucked the wig, because I was kind of like, I kind of want to do some baby hairs. But anyway, you saw me cut it off just now, and I'm just going to take a little bit of gel, just a little bit. You see me put it on the back of my hand. I just want a little bit, and I'm going to just put it at the root of I guess you can say the root of where the baby hairs are, and I'm just going to come and swoop it. So this is really up to preference. You don't really have to do this part, or you can do a little bit less hair, or whatever it is that you prefer to do. But I do it in, what am I listening to? I think this was Nicki Minaj. Anyway, but yeah, I do it in sections. So I do the one part that's gonna go swooping in, and then the next part that's gonna be on my forehead, and I just use my finger to help guide it where it needs to go. Right now, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird, but for whatever, like by the end of this, I'm telling you, you saw it at the beginning, we look really beautiful, and these edges just came out looking really, really nice. It's all about placement. But anyway, I'm going to widen this part a little bit just because of how small it is. I want to really make sure that you can see it. And a pro tip is, if you bleach your knots before you do any type of plucking, it makes it a lot easier for the hair to come out, because as you can see, the hair came out really, 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 really easily without any real force. So just a tip to y'all, if you feel like you're scared to do what? I'm sorry. I got distracted. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is just taking some gel to the hairline, because I'm gonna set this. Like I said, I'm doing everything before I go do my makeup, because I just want to get everything set, so while I'm doing makeup, it has a chance to really sit in and marinate and just, you know, do what it needs to do. But as I'm brushing through to kind of get it in the position and the direction that I want it to go, I realized that the hair is a bit too bulky for me still. So if you put your wig on and you realize that it's not plucked enough, you can really just go in and pluck it some more. But what I do suggest is putting your finger like at the very front of the hair, so that you don't end up pulling the lace up. But that's just a tip if you feel like it's not done the way that you want it to be done. But I'm gonna be back in 2 seconds looking like a whole snack. We love to see that. So we are gonna be taking this off. I ain't gonna lie, the elastic band be hurting my ears. It really do be hurting, but beauty is pain, baby. Can we look at this? Look at the baby hair. Like, everything just looks so nice. There is a line of demarcation, as you can see, but it'll kind of fade away as time goes on. I'm just taking some concealer to really make sure that, again, that this part is very defined and you can see it because of how small it is. I want to make sure that it is noticeable, that there is a part on my head, and that there's some considerable, I'm kind of like, see how I'm trying to swoop it in the back to kind of make it look, give it the illusion that it's a bit bigger than it actually is. As you can, I also, from the beginning, the hair was obviously longer in it. I did cut it, so I just kind of I can see where it kind of was stopping, and I felt like it would look prettier at that length, so that's why I cut it. So as you can see, I'm just gonna do like a zigzag motion, because I didn't want it to be too blunt of a cut, so when it dried, it had more of not a shape to it, because it's still not gonna have much of a shape to it, but I just didn't want it to be a ridiculously blunt cut, so that's why I did it the way that I did. But we're just gonna cut both sides of this, and I really just like the way that this looked. It looks really cute in this short curly fro kind of vibe. And I'm just going back in with the water again, because the first time I did it, I didn't put any product in, and I want to put a bit of product in here to help it really hold its curl. So I'm just spraying it down with some water. There's nothing inside of this bottle. It's literally just water and my Denman brush. I know it's called Denman, please. I just wanted to say it like that. And I'm taking some conditioner because I don't have any curly hair products, because if you don't know, I really do not take care of my natural hair and I really should do that, but I don't. So I just have conditioner for when I wash my wigs, and I'm just putting a little bit, not a lot of this in the hair because I don't want to weigh it down, but I want it to kind of give something to help it hold its curl. And I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Can you look at the lace, baby? The lace is lacing, the lace is hitting. We're looking really good, and I'm really proud of this install. I'm absolutely in love with this lace. It is so perfect, melted really nice, really well. It just looks really good. I just wish that there was some more pattern space. Other than that, honestly, Lush Wig, you did it. Look at the shine on the hair, look at everything on it. We look really good and I'm really pleased. Alright, y'all, I don't have my mic at the moment, so I apologize for the audio, but this is the finished look. We went out on a bang. Like, for this to be my last install, don't quote me on this, but my last like face-to-face talking her, explaining as I go through install, baby, this looks good. And for this wig to not have like the parting space on the side, literally stops, it's like literally like this big. So for it to look this nice with this little bit of parting space, and then the parting space here literally stops her, so that's why it doesn't go back any further than that. But imagine if this went back further. But this lace, impeccable. I did have to put some makeup on it, as you saw, I think in the beginning, because it was like kind of yellow, but now it's just looking like scalp. She's looking like scalp. I am obsessed. I love this Lush Wig. Never heard of this company. So glad that they reached out to me. I am, baby, I'm pleased. I like you saw, I did cut this wig. I prefer short curly hair on me, but long wavy hair anyway, y'all. So we got this beautiful baby on my hair right here. I might wear this hair to London. I was thinking about putting some straight hair on, but this, honey, we're looking good as hell. But yeah, guys, so that is the end of the video. Everything will be linked down below if you would like to purchase this wig, which I really think, honestly, I really think that you should, because this is a wow. But yeah, thank you again to Lush Wigs for sending me this unit and sponsoring today's video. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you know you want to be there with me. Turn on my post notifications, follow me on Instagram, and I will see y'all in my next one. Peace out, Girl Scout. Check you later.